I say online education simply because knowledge is democratized now. Pretty much anything you want to learn is available in some kind of online course in some shape or form. And what we saw in April 2020 is 1.7 million hours of education on LinkedIn Learning. That is a significant increase from January. I think it's like a 3-time increase from the hours that was spent on learning on LinkedIn in January. So people really did take the opportunity then to educate themselves and spend some time learning new skills, particularly around data analytics, which is something that's incredibly important today. No matter what position you're in, having a good understanding for how to utilize data, how to analyze data, and how to integrate data into your day-to-day decision making is so important. And so picking up some of these skill sets, I think, is extremely crucial. How companies are going to be able to marry some of these different elements now in the post-COVID environment is going to be interesting. We have some people who have gone back into the work environment. We have others who have stayed within the remote work environment. And the whole year around how organizations would traditionally manage performance evaluations, for example, or the traditional KPIs for employees in terms of key performance indicators in terms of how successful an employee has been in meeting his goals for the year. So this has been completely blown out of the water, right? It's non-existent anymore in terms of how you can measure your employees. And the employees that are in the office are going to be far more visible and far more active in the eyes of the leadership team compared to the employees that are working remotely. And so management teams and leadership teams need to take these things into account. Utilization of collaboration platforms, utilization of these online ways to engage with each other, to manage employees, to manage workloads. There are some incredible platforms out there that allow employees to very quickly engage and produce the same amount of work and be successful in their roles without physically having to be there. And I think companies are starting to discover some of these platforms as well. And so looking at the KPIs, how you manage the performance measures for the year, looking at how you manage the visibility of employees who are not physically on site anymore, as well as understanding what kind of digital skill sets or skill sets in general are going to be necessary in the coming months. I think these elements are going to make a huge difference for organizations as we move forward.